Yeah, I had to. Well, we can't leave it on the board, can we?
No, it's fine.
You would have picked that first, wouldn't you have? Listen, you've already won, so I gotta keep up with you here.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm just gonna pick Cloverfield then.
Oh, dropping bombs on me now.
You wanna play hard, Mark? Let's play. Let's dance. Let's dance.
I mean, that's a oof. Oh man, I mean that's. Do I fire back with Paranormal Activity?
Do it.
Nah.
Not do it. Go for it.
I don't know, but it's not calling me. I was doing that to be well, let's see. What are some good?
You can have paranormal. I'm not the biggest Paranormal Activity fan. It's not my kind of jam, but I do love how people love it. Because people love it. Everyone loves it. I am in a minority.
I'm doing Devil's Pass. It's a Rennie Harlan found footage movie.
Oh, there you go.
There it is.
Okay.
I love Rennie Harlan movies, so that's what I'm doing that.
Okay. So where are we now? Like, are we done?
We each have one left. I don't know if you're gonna pick this movie, but I almost thought about picking this to be pretentious, but I've never watched Cannibal Holocaust all the way.
Dude, I have.
Is it worth it?
No. Well, that's a very that is a loaded question, Mark. Dude, that is the one movie that I do not recommend to people, but at the same time, I so wish that they've seen it so that I can talk about it. Dude, that movie is rough. And that's the thing. It's in the end, like, oof, yeah, it's hard for me to talk about Cannibal Holocaust. That movie is, yeah, I've never seen anything like that. That was insane for me. So yeah,
what if I background watched it?
If you have a strong stomach, watch it. Then you should watch it. It's one of those movies that's anyway like it's always going to be talked about because it's that movie that did that. Yeah, but if you don't have a strong stomach, don't watch it. If you don't feel like we have this saying, it's in Afrikaans though, so let me try to translate it. But like, if your heart is not right with God, do not watch that movie.
Oh wow! All right. You know what I'm going to do? One day when I have a lot of research, I'll just go sit at a table and I'll put it on in the background. That way I can say I got the general vibe of it, but I didn't get destroyed by it. Does that make sense? Is that smart?
Dude, it's one of those things, you can't unsee it. So, whatever works for you, maybe like have a nice bubble bath beforehand, like treat yourself, relax. Well, actually, maybe you're going to want a bath afterwards just to watch the full party. Nah, I don't know.
It's on Shudder right now.
I also okay, well, you know what? But Mark, yeah, you with your movie knowledge and stuff,
I should watch it.
You should watch it. Yeah, I'm just saying for anyone listening, you need to have a really strong stomach. It's really rough stuff. It's no jokes. It's really not funny at all. So just know that. And I don't know if you should pick it for the draft, Mark.
I'm not. You know what's funny? I recommended, I love that movie Climax, and I recommended it the other day, and someone's like, that's a tough recommendation. But
I actually still need to watch it.
It's good. And I get it. It's a tough one. Like, it's not for non-cinephiles, I would say. But I think you'd like it. It's nuts. That's
cool.
Not fun footage.
No, it's on my. I've seen the like a clip somewhere. I saw it the other day, and I was like, oh, Mark also said I need to watch this movie. So it's on my. I've got a list. I've got a long list of stuff. Okay, but my final pick, I'm going to do it. You did Trollhunter, so I'm going to do Blair Witch Project. Boom.
Oh, it's all over for me. I opened that up, and I didn't take it.
I know I've got it on my squad in the horror tournament right now, but I mean, I don't care. I'm taking it. So.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so that leaves me with, I have Lake Mungo, I have VHS, I've watched all those. Creep, I really like.
Mm-hmm.
Creep 1 and 2, those are good. Let's see. You know what? I like Bigfoots, so I'm going to take Willow Creek. I'm going to stick with Willow.
Okay, cool.
I really like that movie. Bobcat Goldthwait directed it, and it's just a nice, lean, mean, found footage movie with Bigfoot.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm doing that.
Nice.
I already lost. You have Wreck and Blair Witch and Cloverfield.
Nah, but I don't think they'll vote for me again with Blair Witch, so don't worry about it.
I have Devil's Pass. That's going to lose me everything right there. But I got to add Rennie Harlan. Got to do it.
I respect you for that. I'll vote for you. How's that? I'll
vote for you then to even it out.
Okay, let's do that old thing.
How amazing was the ending of this movie when he's driving between the troll's legs and his tail is switching back and forth? That was a roller coaster, wasn't it?
The whole end scene was so amazing, but also can I quickly share with you, because I went through the movie after I read that he specifically said Jurassic Park was a major influence. And I went to look at all little things that were the same in Jurassic Park, and I made a little list. Can I share this with you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so the first time that they see the troll, the Tussaladne, one of them says can you feel that? With the ground shaking and stuff. And we see the trees bending when the troll is supposed to come out towards them. That's very Jurassic Park. That's the one. We've got the night vision goggles. That's also in Jurassic Park. I know all of these things are for different reasons, but I just love, there's so many similarities between Trollhunter and Jurassic Park that I just love it. Yeah, the night vision goggles. We've got Hans and Hilda the vet. That all suggested love interest thing that you also mentioned earlier. That's very Sam Neill and Laura Dern. That's very that all suggested thing there. Because we don't really know if Sam and Laura is really getting it on. It looks like they are, but it's also not. What happened there?
That's interesting. I always assumed they were. There. I always assumed that they were, right? No?
But that's the thing. You assume it, but it's never in your face.
Yeah,
especially
you're right.
when what's his face come in, it's very up in the air, because Sam isn't really a commitment guy, so it's very there's definitely a love interest, but it's not in your face. I think I want some fan fiction on that. I should go read some fan fiction.
He seemed to get pretty jealous when Jeff Goldblum swarthed his way in there, Malcolm.
He does.
Maybe he should have walked. Maybe he should have been not. Yeah, I love. I gotta watch Jurassic Park again.
And also he didn't. I mean, with the sequels, he didn't. He didn't lock that down. Anyway, okay, then we've got the goat. That's bait on the bridge. He's the bait.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've got that. We've got the high voltage electric fencing, trying to keep everyone out. Again, like I say, it's not necessarily these were all references, but I just love the similarities. The fencing that keeps trolls out. And then, of course, the end scene where the troll is chasing them. And that shot, so you see it in the rearview mirror from it coming. And that was one that he said, that was a deliberate homage to Jurassic Park. The director said that shot. But yeah.
And it lets out that giant roar. Just in pain. Oh.
I mean, that's just so sad. Poor old guy. Do
you want to hear something dumb?
I mean, yeah.
All right, so I'm releasing it this in October, so you can go listen to it. But I released a horror movie basketball team where Norbert and I drafted horror movie characters to be on our basketball team. And I have the Jotun as the center on my basketball team.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how that works because he really can't fit on the court or in a stadium or arena. But imagine trying to get around that thing. I just wanted to let you know that was center on my basketball squad.
Oh, that's amazing. No, well done. I'll vote for you.
It's weird, but I liked it. We were going to do a quick 40-minute episode. It turned out to be an hour and 40 minutes just talking about basketball.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. But
that's cool.
I just had to bring up the Jotun one more time because it's dumb, but it makes me laugh because I love that. Okay, how many movies do you forget about?
A lot.
Have you
Most.
Have you ever forgot about this?
No.
No.
No, and I will never.
Why?
No, it was actually you know what, when you said, yeah, let's do the ep, and I watched it the first time again a month ago, I remembered everything, and I was also really surprised. I was surprised that I could remember so much of this, and I don't know. I think maybe because it engages me so much.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
It's smart.
I don't know.
There's something different to it. You learn something every time.
It's very stimulating.
Yeah.
And I remember things that stimulate me. I forget things that don't. I think it's as simple as that. Oh, also, don't you just love, right at the end, all of a sudden, the Nokia 3310 ringtone pops up.
Yeah.
out of nowhere. It's this movie was made in 2010. Nokia 3310 ringtone. I loved it. Like, every time I hear it, I don't know. That gets me every time. I think it's hilarious.
What happens to the kids? Are they killed?
Yeah, that's the question. I wanted
Sorry,
to ask you that too.
You just had a nice laugh, and then I dropped that on you.
Yeah, I mean, you're so much fun, Mark. All about the fun. Either that or they're part of, Hans did say it's time for a change in troll management. So maybe they became the new and improved troll management. It's either that or they did. But I don't think they did. That feels extreme. I don't know.
Just take the footage from them. Because they're like, they never were heard from again.
They probably, the cynic in me is like, they probably just got a big payoff to shut up and never talk about it and like live in Britain and make movies or something. Go make documentaries for the BBC, like Carl said. Like, I love also that, right? So, like, that's another thing that this movie does well from a found footage perspective. Like, it squashes a very commonly perceived trope. Like, a lot of people are always arguing that when it comes to found footage movies, why would anyone run with a camera? Like, why wouldn't they drop it and bolt? That would be easier. But in Trollhunter, our cameraman, like Carl, the Christian guy, he actually does drop the camera the first time with the troll. And in like the first 10 minutes of the movie, he says, oh, we should go and sell this footage to the BBC and get rich. So we like, from the beginning, like in the first act, we know like that's his motivation from the get-go. He's not going to drop the camera because fame and fortune. Absolutely. Which you could argue is the case in a lot of found footage movies anyway. So, there. Skeptics, that's why it works.
I keep bringing up old episodes, but that movie Green Room I love. And there's an article about it, about how, like, they're like, oh, stupidity in horror films. And Green Room does not devolve into stupidity.
Yeah.
But the thing is, okay, the majority of humans have never been locked into a green room with people who are actually going to murder them. They never knew the stakes in that.
Exactly.
So when people complain about horror movies and don't do that, don't do this, and there are some stupid things that people do, but for me, it's yes, you should not go upstairs and into a room. Yeah, if you hear something, don't walk up there, probably. But it's such a scary situation, such a heightened situation. Like, it's just weird that people watching it can say don't do that, but then the same person, if they stub their toe, they're screaming all over the place and they lose their minds. So it's like, I don't know. Does that bother you when people say this stuff about horror movies? Or no?
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of like, it annoys me. I listened to that Green Room episode of yours, so I know what you're saying, and I was also like, exactly, because for me, it's like, it's very easy to sit there and say, ooh, this is what I would do, and this blah, blah. But again, you don't know. And everyone reacts differently. Like, for me, for instance, like, I have a personal gripe with people characters that supposedly go into shock, go into freeze mode, but at the same time, and it's usually women that they portrayed like this. The characters are usually women. They go into freeze mode, but they're also screaming their lungs out. Now, I am sorry, people, but here's a quick lesson for anyone who doesn't know. If you really freeze, there's no freaking way in hell you can scream. Nothing is going to come out. That's like, if you want to get all like, oh, but that's not how it works in real life, blah, blah, blah. I will never run up the stairs. If you want to get all freaking technical, let's talk about that bullshit. Because it always gets to me. Like, because I know I've got a freeze problem. Like, and there's nothing you can, and it's a science thing. It's just a science thing. And like, everyone has different reactions to it. That's also the thing. Some people freeze, some people run, some people fight. We're all different. So it's, I always laugh when people are like, oh, I would never do that. That's a dumb thing. Why did the character do that? I'm just like, you're really full of yourself, aren't you? Yeah. You have the answer for every bad situation that will ever befall you, even getting stuck in a green room with a bunch of Nazis wanting to kill you.
Because you don't know how far these people are going to go. Like, it's just, you never expect that. That's not, does that make, like, the other bandmates don't know because they didn't see it. So it's just, I don't know. I got bothered by that. I don't know.
Not same. I think people, yeah, it's a